Glad I remembered to do that. All right, you guys, here we go. That was my disclaimer. This is what we're going to cover. This is what this training is all about. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so there are 2 ways to grow a business, okay? It doesn't matter what industry you're in, what you're selling, what product you're giving away. There's only 2 ways to grow a business. You either drive in new traffic, so brand new clients to get them to buy something, or you get pre-existing clients or customers to buy more. Okay, there is a sub bucket on the second piece here, but I'm not going to go into that sub bucket. I just want you guys to realize there are 2 types of ways to grow your business, and we're going to cover both with one move today. We're going to talk about a chess match. Okay, so the battle plan here. Think about it. Okay, so we're going to optimize your personal social media profile, not your business profile, but your personal profile. Okay, so it's something that you have to get used to, right? You are the business, right? So you are going to be the face of your business, and people do business with people. So understanding that, after we go through how to optimize your personal profile, this is going to be the battle plan that we go through. Okay, so you're going to be jumping into Facebook groups in your local area. You're going to be posting and commenting, giving away free value, right? So if you're in maybe a mom's group in your local area, and you may see that somebody made a post about how to feel better about themselves or how to lose weight or something like that, you go in there and you just add value. You don't sell, right? You do not sell. You add value, give away value, give away as much free stuff as you possibly can. Because what people are going to do is, once we optimize your profile in a way to where people know exactly what they do when they see it, people are going to start sending you friend requests, right? And they're going to check out your social media profiles. They're going to send you DMs. They're going to send you Facebook messages, right? And then as long as you have your online presence set up with an online booking link or a landing page with an offer, you can steer a conversation, which we'll get to in later. You can steer a conversation into understanding their pain point, right? So going back to that day 1 training, that 1 sentence persuasion technique, being able to use that instead of a messenger conversation, and steering them into coming and trying in your services or seeing you at your place of business. Okay, so that's the battle plan. That's what we're going to try and cover here. Okay, so there are some general Facebook profile guidelines. Okay, so when we are using Facebook to organically promote our businesses, this is the stuff that we recommend following. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is optimize your personal profile to attract your ideal clients. And again, people do business with people, and the first thing anybody looks at before doing business with somebody is they look at your profile, right? Especially if you're commenting on one of their posts, or you're sending them a friend request, or they're sending you a friend request, they're going to check out your profile, right? And when they get there, you should have these things. You should have a huge cover image, right, that reflects what you do and who you are as a business. Okay, it is literally a free billboard to showcase to the entire world what you do and who you serve. Okay, it's free, so use it. Okay. And we'll get a little bit more detail on what you should actually add to your cover letter or to your cover image to make sure that it pops and it stands out. Okay. Second thing, you are going to want a professional personal profile image. If you're afraid to get in front of the camera, change it. Okay. People are wanting to do business with people, and if they see a logo of a business, that's not a person. It's not a face. There's a research out there that shows the amount of trust that somebody gets when they see an actual face in front of theirs, it just skyrockets through the roof. Okay, it creates a substantial amount of trust when they see a face. Okay, so grab your iPhone. Everyone has a smartphone nowadays. Grab your kid's iPhone, whoever it is. Have somebody stand against a wall that has a backdrop that's either white, gray, or I don't recommend black, but you want it to be a solid color. Okay, and when you take your image, you want there to be very little head space, or very, very little space above your head. Okay, so you want the angle to be where there's just maybe 1 or 2 inches above your face, maybe from the neck or the décolleté area up, and you want to be smiling, obviously, right? You want to welcome people into your ecosystem. So you want that to be a warm, welcoming picture. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, drop a 1 in the comments right now so that I know that everyone's here paying attention and that this is making sense, you guys. This is literally how I built a 7-figure business in less than a year and a half. Okay. I went through this process of optimizing my profile, And when you go to there, you guys know exactly what I do and who I serve, right? And I'm going to teach you how to do the exact same thing. All right. So moving on. So you got your cover image, you got your professional profile image set up, face smiling with a little room above your head. Okay. Now, the most important piece here is you want an updated bio. Okay. And the formula on how you update your bio is something like this. I help your ICA. So struggling moms. It could be I help, it could be I help moms who have tried to do everything in the playbook to lose weight, but just can't, right? So I help whoever it is that you want to serve. For me, it's cryo T-Shock owners, right? Or cryo business owners. I want to help cryo T-Shock owners, right? And then issue you help this, or the issue that you want to help them solve. Or if it's a mom, maybe it's the stubborn belly fat, or maybe it's the cellulite on the back of someone's legs, or maybe it's just general health. I want to help women and men have better health by whatever it is that you do. Okay. So if you have a cryo T-Shock machine, if you have a casing machine, if you have a cryo skin machine, whatever that machine does, you don't want to, and here's the thing, you want to sell the vacation, right? You don't want to sell the flight, the plane ticket, right? I don't care if you're handing me, a bag of peanuts on the flight. I care about the beach in Florida that I want to be able to sit under and sip my, drink, right? That's what I want. So that's what you are telling people that you can get them, right? Confidence, pre-baby, or, be able to get back into the bikini that they had before they had kids, or jump back inside of the jeans that are stuck in the back of their closet, right? That's what you do. Okay. And then you do a call to action or a CTA, book now, or check me out here, or, shoot me a DM. Okay. So an example here, I help moms holistically get rid of 1 to 3 inches of stubborn areas of fat by painlessly freezing away fat cells using state-of-the-art machines. Okay. Shoot me a message to learn how. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. You want to put that bio right below your profile image. Okay. There's a space right on Facebook or on Instagram where it allows you to update your bio. Okay. Super important. Okay. If people don't know what you do and who you serve, why would they do business with you? Why? It doesn't make any sense, right? So that is how you want to optimize your profile. And we're going to go through a few examples here of good ones and bad ones. Okay. Next, once you've optimized your personal profile to attract your ideal client, right? So they know who you are, who you serve, and they're attracted to you. Next, what you want to do is you want to update your intro, missing an R there, so that people know exactly where and how to find your business. Okay. Where and how to find your business. If I know what you do, who you serve, and I want to be able to find you, but I can't, does it do you any good to optimize your personal profile? No, it does not. Make it very easy, simple, and very streamlined on how people can find you and get a hold of you. Okay. So I cannot tell you how much people do not care that you have 17 degrees, or that you've worked at 15 different spas, or that you have 25 different licenses. I cannot tell you enough. People just they don't care about that stuff. Okay. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen this, like a flood of like this, boom, 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 like so many different things. And I'm like, no, stop. Just get rid of all that. Okay. What you want to do is set it up. It's very easy, very clean, so that people know exactly who you are, what it is that you do, and how to find you, right? So you want your website, right? You obviously want your website. You want people to be able to go to your website. You want any Shopify online stores, right? So if you have a Shopify store, resell products, retail, anything like that, you want to make a link very visible for that. Any other social media platforms that you have a large following on, or that you feel like you're going to be posting to daily, like Instagram, the Gram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, all that stuff, right? Put links to them on your bio. And then lastly, we won't get into a whole lot of details on this training about what a video sales page is, but essentially what this is you want people to know who you are, what you do, who you serve, how to find you. And then you want to be able to give them a page or something to where it creates social proof. Okay. So for me, it's like video testimonials of clients that I've worked with in the past who we've helped grow their spa about $30, $40, $50,000. They give me social media, they give me social proof by giving me a video testimonial. And then when people come and find me, they're like, okay, this guy is who I'm looking for. This is what he does. Not only does he help other people, but he can help me, right? And so I send them to a page where they can actually look and listen to other people. Social proof is so important when it comes to doing business with small businesses, okay? So that is the two things that you want to be able to do to optimize your Facebook profile so that people know where to find you, who you are, who you serve, and how to get a hold of you, okay? If that makes sense, you guys, and you're getting some value out of this, drop a 1 in the comment. Let me know you guys are here, that this makes sense, you guys, because this is literally how I've been able to build a 7-figure business in less than a year and a half with no ad spend, $0 in ad spend, okay? Again, this is not the only way. This is just a way, in a way that I recommend that you be able to do it, okay? So thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, let's have some fun. Who wants to have some fun here, huh? If you guys are ready to have some fun, drop a 1 in the chat. I love going from teaching mode to like having fun, right? Because life is short and we want to be able to have fun and make sense of all this information that you guys just got. All right, so let's have some fun here. I'm going to show you some examples of some profiles that we found, that my team has found, that are really good and some that are really bad. And if they're bad and you're on this call, I doubt you are, but if you are, maybe we can chat a little bit more and help you set up your profile in a way to where you can start attracting more of your ideal clients. Okay, if you know some of these people, send them my sincerity and hey, like, we're making an example out of these, but nothing against them. It's just there's a better way to do what they're currently doing. All right, so let's have some fun. Hannah K. All right, so we're gonna start with the good ones. Hannah is a very good dear friend of mine, and she can you can see right off the bat that, let's just go through it, right? Her profile picture is you guys can see there's very little space above her head. She is smiling. The background is a solid, looks like leaves, so foliage, right? It's not a rainbow or a bunch of different colors that's distracting from her face and her smile, right? So it's very up close. And then her cover image, I see that she deals with realtors. She has a realtor success system. Okay, what does that mean? And then what I go down to, her bio, right? Her bio right underneath her name. I help real estate agents sell out their listing profiles and free up their schedule, right? Let's talk. Call to action. Let's talk, right? So that formula that we just went over earlier, right? The boom, 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 boom. Right here. I help your ICA issue whatever issue you're helping to solve them by the service you do, right? That updated bio right there. That's literally what Hannah just did there, and she made a call to action to let's talk, right? So that's a call to action. So Hannah did a very good job. Now let's take a look at her intro, right? So she is founder and CEO of her marketing company. Great. Studied at whatever college. That probably doesn't matter a whole lot, I don't think. Maybe realtors want to know where you studied. I don't think so, but that's something that she could have gotten out, right? You want to remove as much fluff as you possibly can. And they probably, unless she's dealing with realtors specifically in Jacksonville, Florida, I don't think that she needs to put that she went to that Greenwood School official page, right? But she lives in Jacksonville. She's from Jacksonville. And then what does she have down at the very bottom? She has a way for somebody to go find her, right? And to go book an appointment or to go to her website, right? So overall, I would give Hannah, probably a B+, A- on optimizing her profile. The top part of it is really good. The bottom piece, the intro, it could use some optimization. Okay. Does all that make sense? Type a 1 in the chat if it makes sense before we move on to the next one, you guys. The next one is going to be probably another good example, but I want to make sure that one specifically made sense before we move on. Awesome. Perfect. Makes sense. 111. Cool. Awesome, you guys. Love it. Hope you guys are getting a lot of value out of this. All right. We're going to keep having some fun here. Allie Boyd, super awesome entrepreneur. She's amazing, you guys. Allie is fantastic what she does. So let's go through her profile. Cover image, or profile image, up close of her smiling, right? Very little headspace. She has a solid background in the back of her. There's not a whole lot of distractions. In fact, she's outside. There's some trees behind her. But she's wearing red, right? And so that's like almost immediately makes you want to just stop and look at this person. Like, who is it? Like, and then her hair is obviously red. So looks kind of cool. So Allie, good job with your profile pic. Cover image. So obviously, so she's built some authority here, right? So she puts her Forbes. What else is up there? Social media, 2 Comma Club. So these are all things who her ideal client knows about, and who, when you have these awards up there, right, it automatically establishes you as having some authority, right? So that's attracting the type of person who she wants to do business with. Her cover image is an image of her, and it says, hey, click to apply for the #1 mentorship or local business and marketer in the world, or whatever it is, local business marketing. Okay. So cover image is great. Profile image is fantastic. Bio is I help. All right. Again, going back to that formula, I help small businesses and marketers. What does she do? What's their pain point? Increase revenue with effective social media marketing systems. And then her call to action is kind of clever. She just puts a finger down and says links, right? So your call to action is to go click a link down the bottom. So then I'm funneled down into her intro here. She is a business owner at Allie Boyd Media. Great. She's from Kentucky. She's married. She's put that she's followed by a little over 1,000 people. That again creates authority when you get people with, a large amount of people following you. And then she has her social media link, right? So I can go click that and find out more about Allie Boyd. And that's just well done. Very well done. I give this an A+. She did a fantastic job with optimizing her profile. All right, you guys. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's starting to bleed into what this training is all about, is optimizing your social media profile. Once we get this part done, I'm then going to show you exactly how to start prospecting using 0 paid ads. Okay. So game changing. Again, how I built a $1.5 million agency in less than 2 years by doing this exact same thing. All right. So Allie, good job. Now we're going to take a look at some things that were done not so well. So I'm going to ask somebody to come on and help me out here. So I'm going to popcorn somebody. So let's see. Let's just pull this up here. Jamie Cheryl. Okay. So I'm going to bring somebody on. Let's just call out. Is it Mariah? Hey, Mariah, how are you?
Oh, whoops. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is that your name, Mariah, right?
It's Maria.
Oh, Maria. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Maria, nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Awesome. So what do you think so far? Are you getting some value out of this?
Definitely. There's lots of good information there. And Facebook has definitely become a challenge for me over the last 5 or 7 years with all of the changes it's made to algorithms and the ability to have a good organic reach.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is it. I mean, this is what the big, like, people who are crushing it, this is what they're doing. Okay. So again, not the only way, just something that works. So can you help me here and kind of going through what we've kind of just gone through? Maybe can you point out a few things that you would recommend that Jamie optimize in order to attract some of her ideal clients?
Sure. So this is in part also based off of like what I think she should do. Like her profile picture here, it's very professional looking, but it's not very personal to me. And then the background is not, like it looks like a studio picture. And her banner picture doesn't give us any information about what she does and what company she's with, all of that. What else?
What is she absolutely missing? Like there's nothing right below her name.
Right. Yeah. Is it an
No
about?
bio.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
bio. Absolutely nothing
Nope.
communicating like who she's looking to connect with, who she is, all of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. I mean, you you hit the big ones right there. Yeah, and I would agree with you. I think the profile picture is professional, and it probably could squeeze by. And obviously Jamie is probably a mother and probably a really great mother. But you know, if you're using your social media profile for business, which is again just a way to do it, you probably want to optimize your cover image so that maybe if you want people to know that you're a mom and a business owner, maybe it's a picture of you and your kids with a background of whatever you're doing. So it looks like she is a real estate broker at Remax Select. So maybe you have, you know, a picture with you and your family in front of a for sale or like a house sold sign or something like that. It kind of kills a couple birds with one stone. You let people know that you're a family woman, and that you are a real estate broker. So, yep. Thank you, Myra, for jumping on. I appreciate that. And yeah, you are definitely catching on to the content. I super appreciate that. Any questions up to this point for you?
I don't think so. I'm just kind of taking it all in.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go ahead and get back to the presentation and spotlight. Okay, here we go. So here goes another one, Ashley Johnson. So I like her profile pic. The lighting is a little bit bright, but obviously it's very warm, welcoming. I want to know who she is. It's not like, hey, she's like giving me a snarky look or anything like that. Like if Ashley was sitting at the table next to me and she had a smile, I would ask, you know, I would have a conversation with her. She has flowers on her shoulder, and her cover image is just foliage. That's it. So let's see how this plays into what she's doing. So her bio is, I enjoy a daily sunset and occasional glass of red, so wine, right? I am happy at home, creating and cooking. So obviously Ashley does not use her personal profile for business, but if she did, this bio does nothing for me as a customer or client, right? Great, you enjoy wine, so do I. So a lot of people do, but I probably don't care too much being a customer that you enjoy wine, and that you're happy in creating and cooking at home. So you like being a homebody. That's great. Just not for business, right? So she is a business owner. It looks like she's a nurse, and she's an owner of Fresh Face Aesthetics. So assuming she's some sort of probably Botox or filler injector. So that's what she does. She owns her own business because she is the owner. And you can see here, the reason why I pointed this out as being somebody that probably could optimize her profile a little bit is she has all these different, like, I own a business. I also own a elevated family farm. I own a flower farm. I'm a registered nurse at St. Luke's. I have a bachelor's degree, married, like all this other joint, like it's just it's a lot, right? You want to know who you are, what you do, who you serve, and a link to your website or to your landing page or to an about us, something where people can go find out more information. Okay. You don't need all this other stuff. So my two recommendations for Ashley would be to optimize her cover image, profile image. You could probably leave it and get away with it. Maybe just do some photo edits and make it a little bit darker so that you can actually see her face. Beautiful smile. So you want to see your face. And then trim down all the fluff in the intro, right? Make it very clear. It's crazy. They say that humans have a smaller attention span nowadays than a goldfish, is what they say. Goldfish, for perspective, has an attention span of, I think, 20 seconds. So if you think if my attention span is less than 20 seconds and I'm looking to do business with a Botox injector, do you think that I'm gonna have all this time to kind of go through all this other stuff and find out where I can find more about Ashley? Probably not, right? Probably not. So that's probably, something that I would look to optimize. All right. So is that making sense, you guys? Drop a 1 in the chat if it's making sense. Did you guys enjoy that exercise? You kind of got to see some good ones, some bad ones, some things you might be able to change on yours, and some things that may be good, right? So this is very applicable to you right now, right? You can go out and get a profile picture optimized right away. You can go out and update your cover image right away using something like Canva. You can sit down using that formula that we talked about for your bio and write out who you help, right? So these are things that you can do today to start setting up the foundations for attracting more organically your ideal clients. Okay, so congrats, everybody. You have now successfully set up your personal profile to start attracting your ICA, right? And by doing so, you're going to be able to now jump into some of these Facebook groups and start doing the battle plan. Okay, but before we do that, here's what I want you to get ready for. Okay, so Facebook groups are a fantastic way to find, connect, and attract your ICA, right? Facebook groups are phenomenal for that. Okay. In fact, a lot of my clients, if you are on the call, I may have found you in a Facebook group at some point in time. I have, maybe. I don't know. This is what I do, so it's very likely that I did. Now, you might be thinking, well, DaMarkus, Facebook is this, is that. Facebook groups, I want you guys to understand, are not going anywhere. Okay, Facebook groups are not going anywhere. Mark Zuckerberg and his entourage, aside from the meta stuff that they're doing, they've made Facebook groups a big part of their 2021, 2022, and so on, part of their big growth plan, because they want to be able to build communities. And they found that when there are communities built, people are spending more time on the platform, which obviously is what Mark and his team want. I actually saw some standing billboards in the airport while I was traveling a few months ago, promoting Facebook groups. I was like, wow, that's really cool, because that's what I do for my business, is I jump into that. So they're not going anywhere, right? And so your ideal clients are more than likely hanging out inside of Facebook groups, right? It's just a way for us to stay connected with one another as the world becomes more digitally abound. Okay, so Facebook groups are a great way to find, connect, and attract your ICA. What I want all of you guys to do, okay, grab a pen, a piece of paper if you guys can, if you're not driving or anything like that. I want you to grab a pen, a piece of paper, or your phone, and I want you to find 5 to 10 local groups in your area, right, where your ideal clients are hanging out, and I want you to request access to them so that later on, tomorrow or the next day, you can start adding people and doing more value posts, which is what I'm going to show you here shortly, to start attracting your ICA. Okay, so it is very important. Hear me out here. Very, very, very important that you avoid joining the wrong groups. It can cost you so much time and money. Okay, think about it. I don't know if you guys have ever gone fishing, or maybe tie this to grocery shopping or something. Let's stick with fishing, right? If you are fishing for a shark, you're shark fishing, all right? Never done it, but if you've been fishing for a shark, you are not going to go to your neighborhood backyard pond and throw bait in a pond for your shark, right? You're just not going to do it. You're not going to find it. Similarly, you're not going to go to Facebook group where your ideal clients are not hanging out and start hanging out there. You're not going to do it, right? You go to where your ideal clients are hanging out. So you find local groups. So then you're thinking to yourself, who is my ideal client? If you don't know who that is, that's okay, right? It's definitely okay. But once you realize and start understanding who that person is, marketing and advertising your business becomes a lot easier. Okay, so if you don't know who that person is and you want maybe some help in finding that out, I want to give you guys for showing up live here today. I appreciate everyone here live. Appreciate your time so much. I have a worksheet, and it's really good at helping you kind of breaking down who your ideal client is, so that you can start finding Facebook groups based on who that person is. Okay, if you guys want access to that worksheet, type on one in the comments, and I will have Mitch after this call. I will have her send over a link to this worksheet. If you guys are interested in finding out who your ideal client is, just type on one in the chat, and Mitch will go ahead and get you a link to that worksheet ASAP. Mitch, I'm gonna get that over to you right now.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. So one person wants it. All right, cool. That one person is going to grow their business to 7 figures this year. No, you guys, it's what we use for all of our clients, right? So when I onboard a new spa owner and I want them to figure out where is your person hanging out? Well, who are they talking to? What kind of books are they reading? Where do they work? Other than Facebook, where else are they hanging out? Are they at the gym? Are they at the library? Are they at the coffee shop? Right? It really kind of breaks it down, and then it gives you a little secret special formula to be able to take that and then go out to local Facebook groups and find them and attract them and add them as friends. It works, you guys. I know it sounds crazy, but this absolutely works. Okay. So there's that. All right. So understanding the battle plan, kind of went through it already, but now that your profile is optimized, you got a good profile pic, your cover image speaks clearly to your ideal client. They know exactly who you are. Your billboard is there. Your bio is updated. Your intro doesn't have a bunch of fluff, and there's a call to action on both your bio and in your intro. Now you're ready to go into the Facebook groups, right? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to all join 5 to 10 Facebook groups that are local to your area, right? It doesn't make you, if you're in Kansas City, it doesn't make you any sense to try and join Facebook groups in California, because they're not going to drive to Kansas City. Maybe they will if you're good. Probably not though, right? It's kind of a far drive. But you want to find local groups in your area, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just start searching and looking and going down the threads. Maybe you block off an hour of your day to do this, right? Maybe it's at night, maybe it's in the morning, in the afternoon during lunch. You go through the threads and you find questions that people are asking that are centered around the services that you offer. Okay, so you'll post and you'll make comments on some of those things. If somebody's asking for help, you'll add value. Maybe you have some value to give and nobody's ever given it before. Maybe you make a post introducing yourself to the group saying, hey, I do this. Here's what I recommend if you're struggling to do this or that, right? You're just giving away value, right? And by doing that, people are going to associate you as not only a kind person, but an expert in the industry. And if you're struggling, if you have a pain and you as the business owner, if I have a pain and I'm a client and you as a business owner has a solution, and I know you have the solution and I can easily find you in your profile, right? I'm going to want to do business with you. Okay. So I hope this is all starting to come full circle here. You're going to make posts and you're going to make comments, and then they're going to send you a friend request. You're going to send friend request, right? Every single day, block off 1 to 2 hours and do this. Okay. And then what's going to happen is people are going to start jumping into your message. I can't tell you how many messages I get every single day. I just got one today, 2 today, this morning, of somebody who, they came across my name. They did a quick search on Facebook. They found me. Their call to action is send me a message. They sent me a message, jumped on a phone call with them, and they're jumping into the limitless crowd spot. This happened today. So when I say this stuff works, it absolutely works. Okay. People do business with people. Okay. So show up and make sure that it's very easy for them to do that. So you're going to start sending messages, having conversations, natural conversations, not sales conversations, but just, hey, using that 1 sentence persuasion technique back on day 1, walk them through that framework, find out what are their struggles, how can you help them, and then steer it to maybe, okay, cool. Why don't you come into our spa? I got an appointment tomorrow. I'm going to check it out. Or maybe it's, hey, go to our website and look at all the different services that we have that can potentially solve that pain that you have. All right. So that is the battle plan. And you guys, when you can optimize your social media profile in a way to where people can do this in less than a couple of minutes, you're going to grow your business like crazy organically. Again, not the only way, just a recommended way that works. Okay, so some do's and don'ts of Facebook groups, okay? Because I've seen people get into Facebook groups and it just irks my nerves that, there's ways to do it and there's ways not to do it. So what not to do, okay? You do not want to send more than 50 friend requests a day. Why? Well, Facebook, believe it or not, has auto-generated bots sitting in the background, and they are looking for other bots, and they can actually flag your profile, and you can get banned, not just from the groups, but you can get banned from Facebook if you're sending out like 300 friend requests every single day. Okay. So send 50, 45, 30 a day and stick with that. Okay. When you are reaching out to people, if you're going to do the cold DM style where you jump into a group, you find 50 people who you think will be your ideal client, you start sending them friend requests, and maybe you want to make a quick introduction. Hey, I'm, Kayla, I own Cloud9 Luxury Spa. I saw that we're in the same Facebook group and that you're struggling with this, right? So if you're going to send out those sort of welcoming messages, great. It's really, really good stuff, powerful stuff. Stick to less than 20 a day. Okay. Because again, Facebook will consider your profile a bot. They have detection security set up where they do not want you sending out more than 20, especially if it's the same message. I get it all the time where people send me, like, you can just tell it's templated and people are just copying and pasting and sending it to the same people over and over and over and over and over again, right? Don't do that. If you are going to do it, stick to less than 20 and try and personalize it. Use a first name, goes a long way. Avoid making too aggressive call out posts. So depending on how long you've been in a Facebook group and depending on how much authority you have in the Facebook group, and what I mean by authority is just what people what people think of you, right? So if you're brand new to the Facebook group and you come in guns out blazing, throwing your website link down on the bottom, like all that stuff, like that's too aggressive. Okay, admins to the group spend a lot of time making sure that everyone is protected and that they're not being scammed. Okay, so make sure that you're not too aggressive on your call out posts or on your comments. Just be a person. Okay, people do business with people. And lastly, be active, right? So what you don't want to do is obviously not be active. So be active in the groups, show up as much as you can. Again, if you think that you don't have enough time in the day, schedule 30, 45 minutes, an hour doing this stuff inside of 5 Facebook groups. And I promise you guys, you are going to get sales. It's going to turn into a machine. And then at some point in time, you're going to be like, DaMarkus, I cannot keep up with the amount of influx of organic traffic I'm getting. What do you suggest? It's not for this training, but it could be for another training. I then suggest you hire a virtual assistant to start acting as you on your profile. Not for this call. Okay, so that's the next step. All right, so what you want to do instead, again, you want to send about 30 to 50 friend requests a day, manually preferred. There are some softwares out there that'll do it for you. I'm not going to get into that. You'll want to send 20 welcoming messages a day using a personal broad message so that you can reuse it. If you can, use a first name and makes it real personable. You want to comment when you can showcase your knowledge. Okay, you don't want to just be posting and commenting on things just to be commenting on. You want to pick something. We're all experts here at something. We all have knowledge in something. And when it pertains to your knowledge of expertise, that's when you show up. Okay, if you can offer free value in a professional manner, people are gonna what? They're gonna go to your page. And if it's set up correctly, like the way we talked about, they're going to scroll your profile and they're going to see that that's what they want. And then they're just going to follow your call to action. Go to your website, DM me, phone me, whatever it is. Okay. If that is making sense, let me know in the comments, you guys, before we jump into what's next here. Content. Ooh, my favorite. I love content. If you guys have been following me for quite some time, you may get annoyed with me, but content is king. I show up all the time. I have a system down to where I'm able to produce a lot amount of content in a short amount of time. Okay, it's something that I'm really good at. And when you can do that, why is content important? Well, the more you show up again and again and again and again and again, and your presence is omnipresence, meaning you're all over. People go on Instagram, they see you. People go on Facebook, they see you. People go on YouTube, they see you. You are going to be considered an expert at what you do. Okay, does that make sense? If you show up every single day, if you show up and provide value with content, you are going to be seen as an expert. Cannot stress that enough. Content is king when it comes to organic marketing. Okay, if you have your profile optimized and you're not showing up adding value, it doesn't matter. No one's going to come find you, right? With content, and that the way Facebook, the algorithm works, they want people to stay on their platform. So if you have engaging content, they're going to show more they're going to put your stuff in front of more eyeballs. Okay, it's just how it works. The best way to establish authority, right? So people do business with people, and authority creates trust. Okay, these are some specific types of contents that you can use when you're, and by content I mean showing up and posting something either in the Facebook groups or on your personal profile. That's what I mean by content. Okay, so there are some ICA call out posts, right, that I recommend you do once a week, because these can get kind of aggressive. And really what that is if you don't have a whole lot of authority yet, right? You will, when you don't have a whole lot of authority yet, or maybe you do have a lot of authority, stick to doing 1 to 2 call out posts per week. And those are something like a call to action, like, hey, I have a special offer for all moms out there who are looking to get ready for spring. Click the link below to get that offer, right? That's a call out post. It just, when you can stick to 1 or 2 a day, it comes off as less salesy. Okay. What you want to do instead is you want to post daily, right? Organic content. You want to be posting it daily. You want to do a bunch of before and afters. Social proof is the most powerful thing in the world when it comes to marketing your small business. Okay. The reason why Apple has a huge long line of people at their door when they drop a new device is because people are raving about it, right? And just because people are raving about it, it creates social proof. There's a bunch of before and afters that you can use in your marketing that creates the same sort of social proof. Okay. People want the skinny bodies. And if you're able to get somebody's some amazing results with your before and afters, showcase it every single day, showcase it, right? Just put it out there on social media, on your stories, on your timelines, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you don't have before and afters because you're slow with clientele, then do it on yourself, do it on a friend, do it on a family member, right? Social proof before and afters are instrumental to growing your business and using attraction marketing to grow your business. Okay. Comment for value post. I recommend doing that maybe once or twice a week or 4 to 5 times per month. And what that is you are going to be call out, comment for a value post. So something like this, like I just launched the best serum, or I just got access to the best serum, or I just bought a brand new machine and I'm bringing it into the spa. If you would like to be a model, comment below. You guys see me do this all the time, I'm sure. Comment below and you can get access to it, right? So that PDF yesterday that we created that kind of breaks down the job description of our cryotechs, I did a comment for value post inside of one of the Facebook groups. I said, hey, cryo spa owners, we put together an awesome job description for your cryotechs. Comment below if you want access. And then you get a bunch of engagement. Me, right? And what that does is Facebook then puts that in front of more eyeballs, right? And those people can potentially turn into your clients, right? They'll jump into the DMs, they'll check out your personal profile. So is that making sense? You guys, is your mind blown away or what? This is it. This is how you get over the Facebook, how you use social media, the algorithm to your advantage to help grow your business. This is it. Okay. Show up every single day with an optimized profile, produce content, add value, and people want to do business with people. Okay. And then, so leaving off with that, some personal content. So, if you're a family person, people love to see you happy with your significant other or with your kids or with friends laughing, or maybe it's, you just got engaged, or maybe you just celebrated a big birthday or something like that. Do some personal posts. If you just bought a new house or a new car, right? Do those personal posts. Let people know that you are a person, right? Because we all are people here. So just make personal posts, 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. So that's it. Those are the 4 types of content that I recommend that you guys use on your personal profile once it is optimized. Do not do this stuff until your profile is optimized. Otherwise, you're just going to be leaving so much money on the table if you start doing this before. Okay, I've seen it happen. I had a buddy of mine who was in the agency space, and he wanted to start just like showing the world who he was, and he was just doing all this content, and then people got to his page and they're like who are you? You're not really anybody, right? I don't know who you are. And so they would just leave and go about their day. You only have like 3 to 5 seconds to capture somebody's attention, right? So when you do a comment for value post inside of a Facebook group, they go click your profile. You want it to be optimized in a way where they know exactly who you are, who you serve, what you do, and how to get a hold of you. All righty. I'm digging this. Hope you guys are digging this as well. Call to action. Okay. here I am in one of the groups. Okay. So we've actually seen okay. So yeah, so we've seen the most popular perform best with a clear CTA. Okay. So as always, you want to test and see what converts best for your specific ICA, but here are some specific types of call to actions you can use. Okay. So you can say, hey, sign up, learn more, download, send me a message, shop now. So you guys can see here, I've been trying to get better at February. I've been trying to get better at helping more people. I put together a set of logo-free T-Shock images that we got from our last photo shoot. If you would be interested in getting your hands on them to help promote your business, comment, right? That is my call to action is comment, hashtag T-Shock is the best in the comments below, and I'll get them over to you, right? So you get a bunch of people like just saying, hey, like T-Shock is the best, T-Shock is the best, right? We got 57 comments. Alex was on here yesterday. She actually liked the post. I don't think she's on today, but I think she got the images, right? So, and then because there's so much engagement here, what Facebook does with the algorithm is they want people to see that because it's engaging. They want people to stay on the platform. So they're going to put this in front of more eyeballs. If I would have not have made this, hashtag T-Shock is the best post, and I would have just said, hey, just click the link below. It wouldn't have gotten as much engagement because people would have just been able to click the link and it wouldn't have gotten in front of all the people that I got in front of, maybe 10 or 5 or something. I don't know. It's not as much. Okay. So you guys understand how that works. A clear call to action to comment in the comments below will create engagement, and that's what catches things on fire, and that's when things go viral. All right. Story time. What is a story that I'm planning to do with this picture here? Oh yeah, I think that was kind of just leading off of this. So, this is a great before and after that we've been able to use for our T-Shock. And so what we did with this image is in order to, steer up some conversations and see if I can help more people out. I said, hey guys, like if you want to get more before and after, image, before and afters like this, if you guys want access to this image to be able to use inside of your spa, comment below, right? And so a lot of people wanted this image to be able to use in their marketing. So that's how that works. That was my story. Not really good story, but it worked. All right, you guys. So that is it. That is what I have presented for you guys today. That is how you set up your social media profile to be able to start attracting your ideal clients in a way to where they want to do business with you. Okay. So once it's optimized, go into the groups, start commenting, posting value, not sell. Don't be a salesperson inside the groups. Remember, the admins want to protect their users. Go in there, just add value. You offer something that people could take advantage of, offer value, get them to come to your personal profile where it's optimized in a way to where there's a clear call to action in your intro and in your bio, and then just show up every single day. And that's going to create authority where people want to do business with you. All right. Do we have any questions? I know we covered a lot, but are there any questions from any of you beautiful people out there? No? Man, you guys make me feel like the best teacher in the world, right? I appreciate that. There are literally no questions. Did I stump you guys? Do you guys have a clear call to action? Does everybody know what to do next with this information? Does everybody know what to do next? Jesse says, I'll take you shark fishing when they hit 500K. Oh, I'm going to hold you to that. I've never been shark fishing, but I would love to go. Love fishing. I want it, please. I want it. One that was good. Awesome. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll drop that. Let's see here. I can grab it for you guys. I will drop that document in the chat here. And if you guys are inside of our Facebook group, I will drop that in the Facebook group as well. But I will get you guys access to the customer avatar worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat right now so that you guys can have that. Fill this out. Fill that out, and then you can start to kind of break down who your ideal client is. Okay. We have a few questions that are being asked in the chat. Love it. Okay. Christina says, are you suggesting not having a private business profile and just stick with the personal one? Yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting. Have a personal profile, a personal Facebook page, and then have a business page. So a personal account and a business account, because later on, once you've kind of gone through the organic side, then you have enough, money's going to be coming in, then you'll have some money to play around with, and then you'll start running paid ads from your business page, okay, with the same sort of content, lots of video, engaging video, and personal images. So I suggest you have a personal profile and then a business page. So those two things. That makes sense, Christina? And the things that you post on your personal profile, you can post on your business page, right? It'll be the same exact thing, same content. Don't duplicate the content. Make one batch of content. Sit down on a Sunday, come up with 5 things, 10 things that you want to post out the next week, the coming up week, and post those on your personal page and your business page. Great. Yes, thank you. Makes sense. Yeah, you're welcome. Can you take a look at my profile and let me know your thoughts? Oh, Mervette, sticking your neck out there for the group to take to learn. I love it. Yeah, we can absolutely. Are you guys cool? This is coming up on 4:30, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Central Time. This was supposed to go to 4:30, but if you guys are okay, I have time. If you guys have time, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and end with that, and we'll pull up Mervette's personal profile and see if we can help her optimize that. If you guys are down for that, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat. Mervette, you're gonna crush it. I love your vulnerability. I love how you take action, and you are not scared of the light. Let's go. You're gonna pull up your personal profile. Mervette, there she is. Okay. There goes Mervette. Okay, so endocryosculpting. Let's just start with the top down, okay, Mervette? The cover image is a little almost like I want to see you, right? And I want to see your business, even if it's a picture of the outside of your business. What I really want to see is a picture of you with a client with your arm around her, or you with a picture of your T-Shock wand, just looking at people, right? When you drive down the freeway or the interstate and the highway and you look at the billboards, you don't just see an image of like a logo, right? Necessarily, it's somebody's face. Hey, and with a call to action, book now, right? So that's another thing. I would make the cover image a little bit more personable, with you and your machine, or maybe a video or a picture of you and a client, and a call to action to click here to find out how I can help you take care of your weight loss needs or something like that. Okay, so that's what I would first recommend. The profile image, I love how close it is to your face. It is cutting off your head though, and your long, beautiful hair. So what I recommend is you take another profile pic, scoot the camera back just a little bit, and make sure there's about an inch above your head, right? Just a little bit above your head, not a whole lot, because it makes you seem small, and we're big here, right? We're big people with great busy lives and big dreams, and we can help a lot of people. So yeah, make sure there's about an inch above your head for the profile pic. But other than that, it looks great. Love how smiling you are, very welcoming. You're off to the side a little bit, actually, so you're like angled, which kind of throws off like it could work. It can definitely work. And I know you probably have you got a good side of your face and a bad side and all that good stuff, but if you can kind of square up and just like make it like welcoming, that'd be good as well. So, but other than that, it looks really good. So let's move to your bio. I help men and women, right? So her ideal client, I love that, feel or look and feel better by diminishing, love that word, diminishing, unwanted fat safety. I think he meant to put fat cells, right? Or maybe you maybe meant to put fat cells there, unwanted fat cells. Or, oh, safely. Oh, I see what you said. Unwanted fat cells or unwanted fat safely, not safety, safely. Unwanted fat cells safely. Yeah, that could work. I would change that though. I don't think you meant to put safety. And then you said, let's talk. Love the call to action. That's great. So you're saying, hey, let's talk, right? And then you have your message tab here. Maybe it's send me, or let's talk, shoot me a message, or let's talk, check out the link below. If there's enough for letters. I know Facebook only allows you to put so many characters in your bio. But other than that, it looks really, really good. I know who you are, who you serve, how you can help me, and you give me a call to action to invite me into your world. So I love that. Here goes your intro. An owner of Endo Cryo Sculpting. So you give a link to your business page. And in order for me to go check out your website, I would have to go to your business page. I do see that your website is here. Once you get to the business page, I would like for you to take this off. Don't need it. People don't need to know how long you've been on Facebook, and instead put your website there. Put a link to your website. We're running some Facebook ads for you, Mervet. So maybe you take a link from the Facebook ads and you put that there. Say, new clients, click this to get a special promo, something like that. Okay. But yeah, I think overall you're off to a really good start. Just spruce this up, add a little bit more to the intro. This is almost too vague. It's like there's a fine line that you have to walk here. You don't want to be too much, or you don't want to be enough. Just just enough. So your website, you link to your Facebook business page, and and your, if you have any special promos. I know you have an IG. Maybe put your IG down there as well. You have an Instagram. Put that link down there as well. So a few more links. Does that make sense, Mervet?
Yes, thank you.
You are welcome. Perfect. All right, you guys. Well, that will wrap us up here. Thank you so much for those of you who have came here the last 3 days and for spending your time here with me. I know it's super valuable. We're all very, very busy individuals. And the fact that you guys gave me your attention and your time, I value that. Okay. What's next for this group? Okay. So as you guys know, for the most of you guys are here who have a T-Shock, and you guys came to this group to get advanced training on technique, right? And we are going to absolutely deliver that for you guys. I just got word from our developer that the content portal is done. Big snaps. It's finally done. What's going to happen next is this Saturday, Kayla is going to perform a live video on a live model going over this technique live on Saturday. I'm going to make a huge announcement. I'm going to send emails and hype it up and all that good stuff. But what this is going to do is it's going to lead you into the content portal, where you can take the technique that she uses on that live presentation, on that live demo. And there's going to be a link for you guys when you show up to get access at a very crazy price, right? A fraction of what we're going to charge when we start running ads to this program, to this content portal. Okay. So not only is the content portal going to be how to use the T-Shock or the Cryoskin to get really, really good results. I'm actually flying out to Arizona this weekend to record a bunch of content with somebody who we've teamed up with, who's absolutely killing it with sales, right? She's a monster when it comes to selling this stuff. So she's going to talk about objections and go really, really deep. We're going to record all that and plug it into the Kajabi content portal as well. And then you're going to get a ton of marketing materials, like before and afters, waivers, forms, breakdown of how we use our booking software, liability waivers, recommended services and pricing, like all this really, really good stuff. We're throwing everything into this Kajabi content portal, and we're going to get you guys access to it. So make sure you show up on Saturday. I will make a huge announcement. Everybody here will get an email. You guys will get an announcement inside the group. If you can, show up on Saturday to the live demonstration where Kayla will be performing this technique that she's absolutely perfected, that we're using to get 1 to 3 inches off every single session that we do. And I want you guys to be there. Okay. So that's it for now. That's it for today. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. I hope you guys are off to a really good start to start the new year. And I will see all of you guys. If everybody can come on camera and just say bye, thank you, all that good stuff, and just show your face, that'd be great. What I want to do is for you guys to go into the Facebook group, if you don't mind, and just be like, hey, like so much value was given away on today's call. And I will see all of you guys on Saturday. All right. So thanks for showing up, and bye for now.